Russia has begun trials of the new Marker unmanned ground system as said by the Russian Foundation for Advanced Research Projects announced on 29th of June. The Marker unmanned ground system is the joint project of the Center and the Android Technics Scientific Production Association. The modular platform is supposed to become the key element for practice of joint operation of ground robots, unmanned aviation and special operations forces. The Marker is positioned as a construction set for development of combat models in the future. The final testing stage of Marker Robo will take place in 2021. Then the robo will be handed over to the Russian Ministry of Defense, says Oleg Martinov, who heads the Russian Foundation for Advanced Research Projects National Center for the Development of Technologies and Basic Elements of Robotics. To get in more in detail about this particular important information and various other inputs, let us begin with today's defense updates, that is of 2nd of July 2020. Before beginning, as I always introduced to you about SSB Crack exams, that we are India's largest, most preferred online defense exams preparation portal. We are one-stop solution for you if you are preparing for NDA, CDS, AFCAT, INET, Territorial Army and Indian Air Force Admin Group X and Group Y. You can follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter and Telegram, and you can even directly visit us through our website learn.ssbcrackexams.com. You can even download our app from Google Play Store where you can have each and every defense related information, examination related study material and all sorts of important content in your hand. Beginning with the question of the day that I have posted on 1st of July 2020, and the question that I posted was, what is the first light twin engine helicopter of the world? And the correct answer, most of you have given it correctly, it is MBB BO 105. To get in much more detail about the full form, it is Messerschmitt Bolko Bohm BO 105, and this is a light twin engine multi-purpose helicopter which is developed by Bolkov company of West Germany. Understanding? It was the first light twin engine helicopter in the world, and it is also the first rotorcraft that could perform aerobatic maneuvers such as inverted loops. Understanding? What is an inverted loop? If an aircraft is going on like this, it will make a loop and then go on towards the further position. So making such kind of loop is known as an inverted loop. Okay, while it is in this position, it is in a downward facing position at this particular point. So that is an inverted loop, and this is the first rotorcraft that was eligible to make this sort of inverted loop in the world. Understanding? The first flight of this helicopter was on 16th of February 1967, and the primary users of this include the Republic of Korea Army, Indonesian Army, Spanish Army and the Philippine Navy. MBB also became a part of the Eurocopter in the year of 1991, and this production of these type of helicopters, it continued up to the year of 2001. The BO-105 is now formally replaced as Eurocopter's product as Eurocopter EC-135, and instead of the MBB BO-105, we are currently using the Eurocopter EC-135, and this is currently being used by the Korean Army, Indonesian Army, the Spanish Army and the Philippine Navy. That is it with the important information about the question of the day that I posted yesterday. Now let us begin with first and foremost important defense update, and that is about the Rajput regiment gets new soldiers. 361 recruits were attested after the successful completion of their parade, like the passing out parade, and at the Rajput Regimental Center, which is located at Fatehgarh on 30th of June 2020. This is a very commendable one, and we wish all of these soldiers a brave future ahead. Going on with the next important information is that Defense Minister Rajnath Singh and Army Chief General M.M. Naravane, both of them are going to visit Ladakh for security review tomorrow. This will be Rajnath Singh's first visit to Ladakh since the tensions broke out between the two countries in May, and General M.M. Naravane's second visit just in over a week. It will come after the third round of commander level talks which were held by Lieutenant General Harinder Singh, the commander of India's Leh-based 14 Corps, and his People's Liberation Army's counterpart, South Xinjiang Military Region, the Chief Major General Liu Lin of the China on Tuesday. Going on with the next important information is that the Chinese new Z-8G transport helicopters were spotted near the disputed Himalayan border. This is a large transport helicopter that focuses on plateau operations, and Z-8G helicopters are attached to an army aviation brigade under the 76th group of the People's Liberation Army of China, and these took part in a flight training exercise at an extremely low altitude in the plateau area, and our Indian Armed Forces are extremely vigilant about the conditions and situations that are happening there. Going on with the next important update is that the PLA has deployed over 20,000 troops along the line of actual control, and India is wary of the 3rd Division in Xinjiang, even as India is closely watching the activities of another 10,000 to 20,000 Chinese troops deployed in Xinjiang with high mobility vehicles and weaponry in the rare positions possess the capability to reach the Indian front within 48 hours of time. So these 20,000 troops that are deployed along the LAC, these troops have a capability of reaching the Indian front in about 48 hours of time, but this is being considered, and every other issue is being closely monitored and administered by our Indian Armed Forces. A very close eye has been kept on all Chinese forces by Indian military in various classified missions. Going on with the next important defense update is that India is sending high-powered boats to match heavier Chinese vessels while patrolling the Ladakh Lake. Indian Navy sending a dozen high-powered, bigger capacity and top-of-the-line surveillance-equipped steel boats to Ladakh by C-17 Globemaster heavy lift transport aircrafts on priority basis, so that Indian Army can patrol the Pangong So and all of the river, the lakes that are present there with heavier Type 928B vessels of the Chinese Army Lake Fleet. So the Chinese Army is using the Type 928B vessels, whereas to counter the 928B vessels, Indian Navy is helping with Indian Army by sending various other important dozen steel boats. Okay, going on with the next important defense update is that India is planning to buy more Spice 2000 bombs. If you remember, these were those bombs which were used in the Balakot airstrikes. So our country is trying to procure more number of bombs because of the situations that are prevailing as of now. These bombs can target up to 70 kilometers, and the new variants of these inducted in the force can also destroy bunkers and even harden shelters. Under the emergency powers, Narendra Modi government has granted financial power to the defense forces, under which they can buy any weapon system under 500 crore rupees. So our Indian Armed Forces are thinking whether to put a part of this particular amount into buying these Spice 2000 bombs or not. Going on with the next important defense update is that Indian Air Force team fits indigenous airborne locust control system on 2 Mi-17 helicopters. Using all indigenous components, the atomized airborne spraying of pesticide malathion has been successfully achieved in air through a configuration of nozzles mounted on both sides on external trusses of Mi-17 helicopters. The nozzles used for the purpose are a mix of commercially available as well as the ones developed by the Central Scientific Instruments Organizations, that is the CISO, which is located at Chandigarh. Going on, the next important defense update is that Australia is going to invest around $270 billion to boost the defense capabilities amid the China's threat in the Indo-Pacific region. And as per the words that are said by the Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison, which is mentioned here, he said that the challenges and nature in the Indo-Pacific have meant we need a new approach, and one that actively seeks to deter actions that are against our interest. That is what he said. The territorial claims are rising across Indo-Pacific region, as seen recently on the border between our country and China, and the South China Sea and East China Sea. Going on with the next important defense update is that Russia begins the trials of new generation unmanned ground vehicles. This is what I was discussing with you in the introductory session. The Marker Unmanned Ground System is the joint project. What is this? It is the Marker Unmanned Ground System is the joint project of the center and the Android Technics Pacific Production Association. Okay, so the modular platform is supposed to become the key element for the practice of joint operation of ground robots, unmanned aviation, and special operations forces. Going on with the next important defense update, and the final one is that South Korea is developing a new futuristic laser weapon system, and this is known as the Laser System for Explosive Disposal, or the LSED. This is developed by the South Korean defense contractor Hanwha Defense. This is designed to neutralize surface landmines and unexploded ordnance. Okay, now we'll have a very quick review by discussing few important questions of the topics that we have discussed. The first and foremost important question is Rajput Regimental Center is located at. The Rajput Regimental Center is located at Fatehgarh. The next question is the steel-hulled boats of Indian Navy were sent to Pangong Tso by which aircraft? And the answer for this is they were sent by the Boeing C-17 Globemaster aircrafts of the Indian Air Force. Going on with the next important question, the Spice 2000 bombs are manufactured by what company? All of these Spice 2000 bombs are manufactured by the Rafael Advanced Defense Systems. Remember, they are manufactured by the Rafael Advanced Defense Systems. Where does the Rafael Advanced Defense System are located? They are located in France. Okay. However, even though they are located in France, these Spice 2000 bombs are not used by the French defense contractors and by the French defense forces. Okay. Going on with the next important question is that which Air Force among the following is the only one after Indian Air Force that uses the Spice 2000 bombs? After Indian Air Force, the other Air Force that is going to use the Spice 2000 bombs is just the Israeli Air Force. Remember, it is not the French Air Force or US Air Force or Russian Air Force. It is the Israeli Air Force and the Indian Air Force that are using the Spice 2000 bombs. And both of these countries are using the bombs. These Spice 2000 bombs are manufactured by the Rafael Defense Systems Manufacturing Company. Going on with the next important question is the Indian Air Force has indigenously modified two Mi-17 helicopters for atomized airborne spraying of which pesticide to deal with the locust attack? And the answer for this is malathion pesticide. Now we'll have the question of the day, and the question of the day for today is before handing over to Indian Navy, where did the Russian Pacific Fleet's K-152 Nerpa had its sea trials? I repeat the question. Before handing over to Indian Navy, where did the Russian Pacific Fleet's K-152 Nerpa had its sea trials? The answer for this and the explanation for it I will be giving you in the next session. Until then, stay tuned to SSB Crack Exams. Subscribe to this particular channel. Download our app from Google Play Store. And last but not the least, stay home, stay safe, and Jai Hind.